Next up, Stuart Kessler.
Thanks, Todd. My name is Stuart Kessler. I'm also candidate for clerk, and I really appreciate everyone's fortitude and interest in good government democracy tonight. Thank you all for listening and being here. You know, in order to evaluate who should be the next clerk, you need to understand what it is that the clerk does. You know, I was looking at the Florida Clerk of Courts website, and it says that the clerk has 926 different functions. And you may be surprised that in order to accomplish those functions, that the clerk supervises 95 employees. And you may be surprised. It's a big, big job. Now, what are those tasks? Well, 80% of those 926 functions are court-related or legal-related. About 20% of those functions are financial-related. The clerk handles things like the civil cases, which is lawsuits, criminal, traffic. You pay your traffic ticket, you get your marriage license from the clerk. You record your deeds and you record your mortgages with the clerk as well. So once you know what these things are, the other thing that happens is when after the tax collector collects the money, it is the clerk who writes the checks for the county. And that's an extremely important function because, as Kevin said, that's the last opportunity before the money goes out to reject an expenditure. And the clerk has a legal responsibility to make sure all of those expenditures are legally compliant. Now that you know what the clerk does, what is my background very quickly? I am a recovering lawyer. I was a Philadelphia lawyer for 23 years. I also have an MBA in finance and a BBS in accounting. So I have both the legal and the financial side covered. But probably more important is to understand who will bring leadership to this job, more so than the credentials. One of the things you might have read about me is I've been chairing for the last few years. I'm done? Well, my point is that I've been a volunteer and I've been serving the community as a volunteer, taking on the tough tasks without being paid for them, so you can be assured that I will be the watchdog when I get in the job, and you don't have to be concerned that I won't have the public interest involved. Thanks. Sorry.